Greetings. I've been working in the field of climate change for 30 years now. And of this, I spent 13 years as chairman of the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, the IPCC, from 2002 to 2015. During this period, I realized that knowledge about climate change and the human impact on changing the climate is vitally important for ensuring that people are motivated to take action, right from governments to businesses to civil society and individuals at large. And I am really happy that science and knowledge about it has resulted in the Paris Agreement on climate change. But let me say that the Paris Agreement in itself is not enough to ensure that we limit temperature increase by the end of this century to 2 degrees Celsius. Because the commitments which have been made by governments as part of the Paris Agreement are really far below what is required to reduce the emissions of greenhouse gases. So what do we need in order to ensure that governments have the motivation, the ambition, and the pressure to make commitments that would really ensure that the impacts of climate change in the future and the risks associated with them are minimized and to a large extent eliminated beyond a certain period? We need action at the grassroots level. And to bring about that action at the grassroots, what better section of society than the youth of the world? There are 1.8 billion youth between the ages of 10 and 24, and their future is at stake. Because if we don't take action and they don't take action, then clearly in the years ahead, in their lifetimes, they're going to run into very serious problems because the ecosystems of this planet, the climate and its impacts are going to make it very difficult for all species to live in a state of security and in a state of peace and progress. So what I would like to tell you about is the POP movement, Protect Our Planet, where we're trying to mobilize the youth all over the world by giving them access to information, to knowledge, and to reaching out to them and ensuring that they take the leadership for action to deal with climate change. And of course, that would also involve actions by which we protect the ecosystems of this planet, where human activities are clearly creating some major negative impacts. How do we mobilize the youth? Well, we give them knowledge about climate change, what's going to happen if we don't take action, and how important and relatively easy it is to take action. And this would require a change in values, possibly a change in lifestyles, which doesn't mean we have to go back and live in caves, but certainly requires a consciousness on the part of every individual on our carbon footprint and how that could be reduced. So we're going to use social media, we're going to use partners in every country of the world, and we're going to make sure that bodies like, for instance, the Scouts can really get involved worldwide to take action in terms of mitigating the emissions of greenhouse gases, adapting to the impacts of climate change, which are inevitable, which we would not be able to stop because of past concentration of gases, which has been very high in the case of greenhouse gases. And we would motivate youth to work in their schools, their colleges, their universities, in their communities, and most importantly, in their homes with their parents and the friends of their parents, to see that we bring about a total change in direction. So thank you very much, and I look forward to working with you in the years ahead, because we have a very limited period of time in which we have to act, and we have to do that in partnership with the youth of the world and by mobilizing the leadership of the youth of the world. And that's what the POP movement is all about. Thank you.